Isn't that long since you picked up your sheepskin from Arizona? When did you actually get here?
I got here last Tuesday and then officially moved to my apartment Thursday. So kind of still getting settled in.
Yeah, only partially acclimated then.
Yeah, exactly. So still trying to figure out my way around this facility. That's kind of that's kind of the first thing here. I still got to get my little ID card and whatnot. So I still have to ask somebody to buzz me down to get to the weight room every day. So I mean, it just started on Monday, but still.
Same. That's a joke. No, it's a really bad joke. Just the acclimation process. What's kind of next for you? I guess you guys have workouts coming up and just kind of getting immersed in the room. What's kind of next for you?
Yeah, just kind of, it started on Monday. That was kind of the first day of workouts and everything. And then we got our first little player run practice coming here on Wednesday, tomorrow. And then kind of just still getting used to the schedule and kind of still trying to figure out everybody's name and, introduce myself to everybody kind of first and foremost. I mean, there's a lot of staff in here, with everybody, not only just players but coaches and, other staff and then trainers and equipment people. So, just trying to get acclimated and learn everybody's name and you guys. So, so it's kind of getting acclimated with everything.
You took a visit and then since last Tuesday, what do you think you've learned so far about this place?
I mean, not much yet. I haven't really gotten time to really kind of explore or, see things. Still trying to get kind of acclimated with the guys and the facility as a whole. Just kind of starting to develop relationships, really.
Yeah, you're not doing classes, so you haven't been around campus.
Haven't really been around campus. So I went to the library today. That's kind of my first thing. And I tried to go get an ID and got denied. But it is what it is. You got to shoot your shot still.
What about IU kind of brought you to decide to come here?
A few different things. I mean, it's kind of hard to pinpoint one thing. This could be a really long answer. I'm going to try and give it to you kind of shorthanded. But, kind of just the family feel of the program. I really liked, Coach DeBoard, his offensive mind, everything he does. The quarterback coach, a young guy, kind of, always kind of like younger kind of quarterback coaches who've played the game. Pretty hard to teach this position when you haven't really been in the heat of the battle. You can sit on the outside and everything looks so easy, but for somebody that's kind of been in there, he played in the Big Ten at Michigan. He actually played for Rich Rod, so we've had some war stories to talk about. It's been pretty funny. But, and that's kind of that and, a bunch of little things, when I came on my visit, they had a little scrimmage and, I saw Luke Timian kind of stayed after and, caught, like I think he said, 200 extra balls from a jug machine. So kind of little things like that, show kind of players are invested. I want to go somewhere where football was important. It seemed really important to the guys here, and that kind of, made me kind of fall in love with it pretty quick. You just kind of want people in your program and on your team that are kind of enamored by the sport, and because that's kind of how I am. So seeing other people that have that same, investment in the game really, it's going to sound bad, but turned me on. Bear with me there. Don't quote me on that, please. I didn't know what else to go with that one, but yeah. So that was kind of, just a few little things off top.
Have you had the chance yet to kind of build any relationships with any current players or anyone really close in your short time?
It's hard to say. I mean, I'm kind of just trying to meet everybody still, Like I said, I had Luke Timian. He was my host on my visit. So, I know him, Nick Westbrook, Ricky Brookins, Morgan Ellison. I'm going to forget some people. But those are kind of just some of the people I've kind of, developed a little bit of a relationship with so far. Like I said, I've only been here for about a week. So, still kind of just trying to introduce myself to everybody and learn everybody's name first and foremost, really.
What's one thing that maybe surprised you about campus or Bloomington that maybe you didn't learn from your visit this spring?
Like I said, I haven't really been here for long, so nothing's really surprised me. I kind of just, come to the facility and go home. That's kind of all I really got time to do or, have any means to do. I went to TJ Maxx today, got some things for the house. I haven't really gotten to, explore or do too much yet. I actually did go down to Indianapolis. I went to the fashion mall down there. Want to go check some things out. So went down there. It was kind of interesting, kind of a long way. The roads are kind of bad. There's a lot of potholes. Learned that pretty quick, hitting little potholes on the way down there. But other than that, nothing really, surprised me so far. Just kind of still trying to learn the terrain, trying to drive home without using directions. Tried that yesterday, got lost. About 2 minutes in, so pretty quick. I only live 2 miles from here. I still got lost. So just trying to get acclimated, trying to learn my way around and everything like that.
Who are you living with? Are you on your own?
Yeah, I live by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, switching from the Pac-12 to Big Ten, how are you preparing for the 9 new opponents in the Big Ten?
Nothing really changes, I'm not going to prepare any more, any less than I would for a Pac-12 or Big Ten or, Big Sky, whatever conference I went to or stayed in. The preparation doesn't really change. It's all kind of the same. I have some goals for myself, weight-wise where I want to be, certain things like that where I want to be, conditioning-wise. But those are all kind of just personal goals, and, strength staff does a good job here, does a great job here. So I'm really excited about that to see, how I can transform my body into, the best shape I can get to by the time September 1st, I believe, comes when we fly down to Miami.
Given the, schematically, given what, you played at Arizona under Coach Rodriguez, can you contrast and compare a little bit with what you know about Coach DeBoer and what Indiana does?
So kind of the biggest contrast is, just some of the reads and stuff that we have on offense. Having a pure progression offense, that's not what we did at Arizona. It was a lot more run pass, and obviously we're going to try and incorporate that because that's kind of plays to my skill set, the ability to run and pass and being dual threat. And kind of it is what the position is, being able to attack the defense from all different angles, and including myself, which takes some strain off the running backs. So just having that pure progression reads, makes it a lot smoother and, makes the passing attack, I believe, a lot more stronger. And it's kind of more of an NFL-style based type offense. Pure progression is kind of what they do in the professional league. So, having, your first progression, checking it down to your second, third, and then, check down to your running back. So having that kind of offense to, utilize my pass game more in this offense, I kind of look forward to.
Have you been able to do much film study in that regard in terms of how Indiana plays?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've only been here for a week, so it's kind of, still trying to, like a chicken running with his head cut off. But, just getting in there with Coach Sheridan and, kind of watching some film, breaking down some stuff, trying to learn this offense as quick as I can. And not trying to overload myself, obviously, kind of just learning it bit by bit. But trying to get it all nailed down. But watching some of the film, some of the guys we've had and some of the guys we still have, I'm excited for the talent we have in this program.
What's going to make this a successful summer for you when you kind of look at these next 6 weeks leading into fall camp? What are some of the things you feel like you got to do to be in the best position possible when camp opens?
First and foremost, be in shape. This offense is a little bit different, still fast-paced, but, Arizona with Rich Rod's kind of everything is, 100 miles an hour. So nothing I can't really get used to, but, that's kind of the main thing is just successful summer being me learning the offense as best as I can, understand the concepts, the plays, what works versus certain coverages, what doesn't work versus certain coverages, things like that, kind of learning the ins and outs of the offense. Trying to be one-dimensional, not knowing just what I got to do and everything, but, understand some of the offensive line calls, understand some of the, receiver calls, what they're doing, some of their aneurysms, certain things that they do that I can pick up on. Obviously learn the checks to certain plays, things like that, so get us out of a bad play if we're in a bad play, possibly. But, successful summer just kind of comes down to learn the offense and kind of being in shape, the best physical shape I can get into.
Still a lot of pieces, obviously, to fall into place before the season starts, but do you have any kind of set personal expectations or things that you want to come out of the 2018 season with for yourself?
I set my kind of personal goals, pretty far-fetched to some would seem. Obviously, those are my personal goals, and those are things I want to get to, but obviously I want to do whatever I can to do my part to put more wins in the win-loss column for this team, and on a positive note, go to a good bowl and have an overall really good season.
You mentioned talent level. This is a Power 5 team. The talent level about what you would expect coming in?
Just right off the bat, seeing some of the size of some of the guys we have down here compared to Arizona, you kind of see the difference. It's kind of just different play between the different conferences and things like that. So I see a lot more size, especially in the offensive line and things like that. Definitely, to establish a run game and things like that, which is, kind of second hand in the Pac-12. You kind of, if you have a run game, you have a run game. If you're Stanford or somebody, but other than that, just being able to establish our run game, I think is going to be huge, especially in the Big Ten. Plays a big part in the Big Ten. Mm-hmm. So I think I've learned so far, but just kind of got to wait and see.
How about the other guys in the quarterback room? Have you been able to, get a handle on them yet?
Yeah, so we kind of, like I said, it's just introductions, sure. Meeting the guys, trying to learn everybody's name. Like to start with the quarterback room, so I feel like I know everybody's name. Don't quiz me on that. But yeah, just kind of trying to learn everybody and, just start that relationship and things like that, and, let them know I'm here to help in any way I can, and, I'm not just some jerk that's coming in trying to steal everybody's job and, be a jerk about it, but, come in and try and, help in any way that I can, not trying to do too much too fast. Like I said, I've only been here for a week, so I'm not going to go out and expect, just to jump in and run the program off. I mean that's my attitude. That's kind of what I want to do. But I'm not coming in to step on any toes or be forceful in any way. I want to be a helping hand.
So for Indiana fans who haven't seen you on film or haven't seen you play, what kind of player are they going to see? How would you describe yourself to them? What to expect?
Just explosive. That's kind of if I was describing it in one word, but just the ability to make plays, with my arm and my legs, kind of to extend plays. If a play goes bad, my ability to take off from the pocket and run and make plays. I could take up chunks. If they give me the slightest opening, I might take it 60, 70 yards. So just explosive, being able to make plays, especially when things go bad. But, hopefully things don't go bad, But if they do, just the ability to adapt and just keep flowing.
Cool. Is there anybody you model yourself after, anybody in the NFL that we would know that you kind of?
I wouldn't really say I model my game after anybody, because if you try and do that, then you kind of start to get off the course of what you're good at, But I understand the question, obviously, but, I wouldn't say I really draw comparisons or, would compare myself to anybody in the NFL because I'm not that kind of caliber player yet. If I was, I would be up there, so.
Yeah.